Make sure the hair's on good. Here we go. What's good, you guys? We're going live in 3, 2, showtime. Squad up. What's good? Let's get ready. A second to get in and figure out what we're gonna do here today. But what's good, guys? Fresh out of school. Fresh out of school. Hey. Careful, little kitty. This is my drink right here. Let's go to top. Let's go from top chat to live chat. And I believe I did it right there. Yes, sir, Bob. Bang, bang. Well, what's goodie? Squad up. Got my background. Like I said, fresh out of school. Got my boys up. The shelves are looking good, guys. I got some stuff I want to add to that shelf, and I want to share it with you. Hey, what the? This freaking cat's crazy, bro. Yo, get out of here. Cats are like that, ain't they? When I want to give you attention, where are you? When I want to pet you, you don't want me to pet you. Now I'm busy. I'm doing me. And now all of a sudden, squadism. It's Monday, guys. I just got some shit accomplished. I don't know what's going on in the YouTube streets. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I hope everything is good. I'm not glitchy or anything. Say I got two people here. What up, Arlene? It's good to see you. Oh, that's what's up. It's good to see you too. I'm glad you're here. See, now it's a party. Now I ain't looking that creepy no more. Looking like just talking to myself and shit. I'm actually talking to someone. Am I glitchy? This thing doesn't look right. Maybe I should open that door. I think I will open the door. Got my collection, guys. It's been a minute. Look at my Back to the Future shelf. I can't explain to you guys how much joy this freaking stuff just. I don't even play with them. Imagine if I played with them. Oh my Lord. Fresh out of school, it's getting tough. It's getting tough. Be prepared, guys. If you're gonna go for your realtor's license, or once again, if you got any dream, be ready for it. It's tough. What up, Joy? Squad up. What's Gucci? It's me, just chilling. Figure I get on. Biggie. Excuse me, Biggie. Hey, my boy. You want to move your tail? A little creepy. Look, math funny too. Look at his butt's like right here in my face. No, he's behind it, and his tail is wrapping around. Hey, buddy. Excuse me. You can do it. You can do it. I know, and thank you so much for those encouraging words. I keep telling myself that too. Like, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, and it's really going to challenge me because it's a lot more math. It's a lot more of a bigger scale. I'm noticing like my mind doesn't really think so deeply into like what's going on in my community and a thing called the market. That's what you keep hearing them talk about. Well, yeah, the market's good. The market's bad. Blah, 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 blah. The market. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm about to learn what that means. I'm going to know. I'm going to be like, hey, Barbara, how's the market? But it's a good class, 3 hours long. I'm not a person. I'm old school. I'm still waiting for my physical books. Like I gotta do the online book. I have a hard time learning like that. I need paper, not digital. I'm back in the day. We chop a tree down to write something. I want to write a love note. Let me chop down this tree. Let me scrape back the bark, and let me make a quadrillion sheets of paper to confess my love. I'm that old school, and I don't have a tree right now. So I'm trying to and it sucks too, because anytime you're on these online classes, it just seems like, they're a little rushed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be the one that slows the whole class down. It's weird, man. Like, the whole thing, take that challenge and crush it. I like that. I like what we're doing right now. When I went back to college, the math killed me. You paid my kids to help tutor me. Squat up. Right. And that was the other thing too. Like, damn, like I'm paying money for this course. No one's going to take ownership on this but me. Like, I have to own this. They're not going to care more than I care. Money's in the bag. If you don't want to learn, you know, that's your problem, you know. But like, we're like going to be reading like chapter 5, 6, 7. But me, I'm still trying to organize my notes because I'm an old school type of person. For me to learn it, I have to like literally write it down and see it. My best way is on hands. Like, this isn't like nothing on hands. Everything is just, you know, hypothetical. And then it's a field I have nothing, I don't know anything about. So even though I'm learning things, I'm only learning it for this moment right now. Like, a lot of this information, I didn't absorb it yet. Like, you're throwing all this stuff at me, you know, let's just say, you know, and then they're like, do you understand? And I'm like, yeah, I understand, but I really don't understand. No, I've been having a problem, guys. My Nika toys keep falling on me. You all right, buddy? I'm trying to get more stands. I hate that. You saw that just out of nowhere. And that's exactly what happens. I'm just chilling, minding my business. Bam. And my toys are starting to break. My action figures are starting to break. My collection. I can't keep saying toys. I'm a freaking grown-ass man. Can't be saying it about my toys are breaking. Shit sounds weird. Yeah, I'm going to be a real... Oh, my God. My toy just broke. It's not cool. Thank God I got Melly before she realized how uncool I am. Like, wait, what? You like to collect... What? Why? But I've been on this kick, man, and it was dope. In my town, I don't know if you guys have the same town too. You're a visual learner. Thank you for getting me back on task. I was about to go somewhere else with the shit. Yes, exactly. Like, that's really where I can excel. My brain can really absorb that all in. Like, I understand this. So virtually everything is, you know, and I'm listening to there's a lot of crazy ass terms that you didn't even think about in real estate. Like, what's it called when a property shares the same a driveway, but there's two different homes sharing that driveway, and which house is more dominant than the other house, and it's called all this other stuff. It's like, and she's explaining it, saying all these fancy words, and then it's like, do you understand? And the whole class is like, yeah, we understand. And I'm like, yeah, I understand too. But only while we're talking about it. It didn't absorb. I didn't get to absorb it in yet. And in order for me to absorb what I'm learning, I have to write it down. I got to see it. You see these new school rappers, they be rapping off their phone. Drake all the time. You be seeing all this stuff, just rapping right off their phone. Nope, me, I have to crinkle up paper. I need the paper. But like I said, I am excited, guys. And that's why I did want to stay encouraging everybody. Like, I'm not, it's just a weird challenge. I would so rather be in an actual classroom with everybody and engaging and talking and actually writing down and what's important, what's not important. Like, if you leave me, man, I'm an overachiever, got OCD, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna assume what is needed, and I might you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll overnote myself. I don't even know how to explain that shit, but so while we over here talking about we gonna be reading chapter 5 and 6, I'm still like organizing my notes for chapter 2 and shit. Like I didn't even get to 6 yet. Like, yeah, like we're really going this. Like, these classes are really going fast. Like, I understand, but I don't. But whatever. What you gonna do, right? Like you said, just keep shining. I'm just gonna I'm virtually learn my this shit like nothing. I'm gonna watch videos. Everything is gonna be about my goal. Because I'm going to be honest with you. There's no plan B. This shit has to work. I have to make it work. And of course, that's why I'm not discouraging myself. And I think it's easy to do that. You just get so caught up in the technical names and everything. You start like I was thinking to myself, how easy it is for me to start looking at all the rest of the people in my classroom and start feeling undervalued. Like, I don't deserve to be here. Like, they're so much better. Like, if I just sat there and tricked myself to believe that, like, oh my God, like all of a sudden, what up, Tara? Like, all of a sudden now I'm in competition with everybody in the box when really we're in the same class. We're all one team. But how easily you know what I'm saying? Like, you can trick yourself to feel like, I'm in this alone, and you know what? I'm not worthy. I don't know shit. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not doing that to myself. I understand I need to get to a level of where you're throwing these words out and they're sticking. And that just comes with repetition. I'm gonna keep learning this shit. I'm gonna keep writing down my notes. I'm gonna take my time. But that means it's been, you know how life is, guys. It's hard to juggle everything in, man, especially a new thing. And you know, dreams always go last. You always, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're almost preconditioned to not even chase our own dreams. But it's like hard to get them into the juggle. It's like I got this great thing that can really excel, but man, I got all this other shit I gotta do. So it's hard for me right now to get it into my routine. Like taking time out the day to not DoorDash the extra 2 hours and go home and just work. Get my notes right. Cause that's all it is. Like I thought this was to get me my realtor license. I'm good. Like this whole class is just to get me prepared for the exam. That's it. Even if I pass this test, right? Even if I pass this class and all that, it's only getting me to level 2. It isn't as easy as paying for a realtor. I don't even know what this is called. I know my wife is busy. I don't want to bother her, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like this is only getting me to level 2 to that dream. There's no plan B. Like I'm in. My chips are all in. I got no money like that. I can't be freaking failing a class. Like that's what I was saying to myself. Like the teacher ain't gonna care how much effort I put into it. She's gonna try her best to make me learn. But honestly, she got her money. I'm only here to teach you. You don't want to learn this shit. That's your fault. You want to waste X amount of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on me. I can't be like, oh well, the teacher sucked. No, I sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like this would be dumb. Like that's why I just gotta do my thing. And everyone else that's coming from like a background, like everybody else that's in my class is coming from a background where they kind of got some kind of knowledge to it. They're all like connected, and it's just me that just has these naive conceptions of what a realtor is. Like, I ain't know it was this deep. I ain't know we had to learn so many different technical terms and knowing the market and being aware of my community and knowing that markets are different. Man, I didn't know none of this shit. You know, and then it's like, I don't know how you guys are. Like math is my worst subject, right? So when numbers start getting way too crazy, my brain turn off. Like, boop, I can't even think no more. Like my brain switched, thinking about something else. Like, so it's like I'm kind of like taking myself from a worker's mentality to a boss's mentality, and and that's my journey right now. You know, just learning that it's different. Like my mindset has to be different. You know, these things that math is not good, I can ignore it. No, don't worry about it. Now it's like, you know, I got to face it. So it's dope, man. It's like I said, it gives me a brand new purpose. Like I'm about to face a challenge that normally I would have had a comfort level or some way to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, or some way, you know what I mean? Like I can maneuver this still. Like now it's like, you need to know these words, you need to know these terms, you need to know how to do the math of a square footage and how much money you're gonna make. Like, yo, you know what I heard? Like, check this out. She was using an example of me selling a $300,000 home. And the question is, how much money do you get? You know, what are you taking home? All you can do is give it your all, Kilo. I have faith in you. Thank you, Tara. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm like, well, 300,000, at least 30 G's, right? Like, at least, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, at least 30 G's? She's like, nope. You got to pay the broker. You got to pay this. You got to pay that. Oh, okay. And then you got to pay the insurance, and you got to pay this, and you got to pay that. The math to it. I sell a $300,000 home. I get $6,000 at the end of it. I was like, wait, what? I get $6,000 for selling a $300,000 home. I need to sell like 5 of those homes. All right, like, and now right now with a baby brain, $300,000 sounds like a lot of money, right? Not to the world, to us poor people, yeah, that's like a lot of money. And I'm like, damn, I couldn't imagine selling one home for that much. Me and wifey, penny pinchers. How the hell we going? I'm trying to help you get a bargain. So when you really think about the math, you really realize the hustle behind being a realtor. It's not exactly what I'm thinking. You know, I'm not going to get $30,000 off of that shit. I'm going to get 6. No pizza party, guys. Sorry, I thought I was getting $30,000. I was ready to buy pizza for everybody. Nope, we canceling that shit. But I'm not discouraged. That didn't discourage me. But it's just put things into perspective. Nothing is as easy as it sounds, and you never get the bigger portion of the steak. Never. But you gotta still do something that I feel like I would love into the future. I could be passionate about still and do into my old age. What up, Nessa? What's Gucci? I don't know if I said that already. If I did, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with the echo and shit. If I did it, I see you, homie. Squad up. You're not alone, and those other students feel the same way you do. You will do it, no doubt. Exactly. We're all people, man. We're not here in competition with each other. We're not. You know, they're as scared as I am. They're as confused as I am. But at the same time, it's like we'll figure this shit out. Like, of course we're confused. If I'm just saying stuff here, it's like, okay, I could remember that a little bit in my little baby brain. I can remember that a little bit. But once I could get to start getting that shit home, I could just clear the table and all of a sudden just get my brain in it and just, that's how I learn my best. Like, I'm on one-on-one competition. I'm with myself. I'm excited. If you give it your all, you will succeed. Facts. Your boy's all about succeeding. Let me tell you right now. When I go out there to play basketball, I'm not playing to play. I'm playing to win. So when I'm out here in this world and you see me navigating through the ups and the downs and the trials and tribulations, because I plan on winning. So best believe that shit. And I like that too. Who was the other person? Someone has said to me, man, you were always smart. He was like, I think it was my homegirl. She was like, yo, you were always smart. Like anything you put your mind to, you always did it. Wow, I didn't realize I needed to hear that. Like, wow. Thank you. You know I'm married though, right? That's not getting you nowhere. Not many playing. But I'm not here to talk about that school stuff. That school stuff is, let's talk about school stuff on school time. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, when I start trying to sell you guys homes and shit, when I'm out here with the tie on all of a sudden and shit, with the hairs, I got like hair follicles all of a sudden. Probably get me a couple toupees and sell some houses and shit. When you see me with the hair and the freaking the suit on and shit, talking all proper and shit, always talking about houses, you know your boy made it. Like, is that Kilo? Is that Kilo with hair? Wait a minute. My boy made it. My boy made it. I was wondering why he wasn't YouTube. All he does on YouTube now is talk real estate. Everybody gonna hate me and shit. Like, we liked him when he was broke. Kilo, we loved him. He was awesome. He got a little bit of hair. Don't know how to act no more and shit. Shit. But the reason why I'm sitting behind my my collection is I wanted to talk about him a little bit because, you know, someone had mentioned last time you should mention your Nika stuff, and I mean, I realize that it might look weird to some people to see a grown man so proud of action figures that just kind of stand on the shelf looking at you and stuff. But I understand that seems really weird. You know, my answer to that is that I could be doing other things, worse things. I could be what's the people called that they go look for dead animals just so they can stuff them and just to put them on like somebody's dresser and shit. I could be whatever that, a taxidermist. Is that what that's called? Taxidermy? Like, imagine if that was my hobby. Hey, babe, just found a crow. About to gut him. You know what I'm saying? Take out the brains and shit. You got any more of that wool? That good wool? Like, I could be doing worse things, you know? I could be addicted to gambling. Could be out there spending our last cash, Angie's life insurance money. I'm betting it on 3 sevens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like things can be worse. But for me, I think, you know, I was a 70s baby, you know, kid in the 80s. And playing with toys and in the backyard and having action figures and G.I. Joe, He-Man, Voltron. I mean, the list goes on. Stretch Armstrong, remember him? Stretch Armstrong. Remember when the wrestling guys first came out? They were the rubber dudes and it was just stuck like in the pose and shit. Like it was back in the day. So now fast forward to me being a grown man who needs to find a way to forget about the everyday grind and hustle. You know, it's hard to be a man type speech. You know what I'm saying? I could give you and stuff. It's the small things that keeps me grounded. And I feel like that's always, you know that saying, like never forget where you came from. You know what I'm saying? And I have a fondness of action figures and collecting, because there's like anytime you liked something, you collected everything. Like when we had the Transformers, man, we had all of them. You know, and got into He-Man, we was trying to get all of them. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you and Mel and how far y'all have come together. Thank you so much, Joy. You know what? And let me take time away from my Nikas real quick. I know that I'm blessed. You know, and you got to really want that. It takes work to find that person who's willing to ride with you, you know, and go through it with you. You know, the ride isn't always smooth. The music isn't always the music you want to hear, you know. But man, it's nothing like having nothing like even now, like we look around and like, wow, we really are blessed, man. Like, and listen, we don't have everything. We're not the richest people. You know, we consider ourselves as middle class people, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, no matter what, we always ended up with more stuff than what we had last year. You know, and that's good enough. You know, so thank you for being proud of us, man. We're proud of us. And we're at the same time, we're not trying to gas our own heads up. We know a blessing can be taken away from you real quick. You got to stay humble, you know? And that ties me right back to this. Like these things right here, these action figures, these collectibles, they kind of just keep me humble. Just kind of remind me to never get too ahead of myself, never to grow up too fast. Like I was saying last time, like I don't want to know everything, man. I feel like that's the death of life, is an oversaturation of knowledge. You think you know everything. You think you saw everything. And then it's like, what do I do today? There's no surprises. There's no journeys, you know? No excitement in life to keep you pushing forward, you know? So I appreciate the small things that keep me grounded. And who doesn't always think back to the good old days of your youth, you know? Innocent times. And that's where we're at with this wall right here. It's just innocent times. And a lot of them is, I love this product, Nika. I don't know if you guys are into collectibles like me, but the Nikas is the shit, man. They do a lot of the movies, and a lot of these movies, growing up in the 80s too, that's what you did. You watched a lot of movies, and it was just like, I don't know, it just connects you back to a time or a moment. It's beautiful. I don't want to start crying and shit and get too emotional and shit over here, because that's not what y'all here for. You're not here to see me cry. Just kidding. Or am I? Boom, boom, boom. Are you guys into collectibles? If so, what do you guys collect? I know I used to try to collect for my queen. Every time it was like Mother's Day or like her birthday, I will always try to get her what were they called? Like precious moments, where it's like the I don't know if you guys ever seen in the living room, in the carry-o case, whatever that's just called, carry-o case, whatever, the thing with glass. You'll see the little like wood carvings of like husband and a wife, and one's, you know, she's pregnant, and one of them, and they have all these different like stages of life of love, you know, from having kids to first meeting and being married. So for a little while I was collecting that for her, you know. It was cool. I was always trying to collect things for her. I don't think Melly's a collectible type of person. Now I'm thinking about that. Remember when the Pandora chains was the shit? I was collecting those charms for her, so I feel like this is the best gift ever. In fact, when we first got married and we celebrated our very first our year of marriage, the gift that I gave her was the Pandora chain and a couple of charms. And then the idea was, it's a brilliant idea of a gift because it's an any occasion gift. If it's Christmas, I could buy her some Christmas charms. If it's Halloween, I could buy her some Halloween charms. It was like perfect. But then it started getting too heavier on her wrist. Hey, Gila, I used to have a Precious Moments Bible. Oh, word? See that? Oh, that must have been dope. Every one day, just read it, felt love in your heart. That's what life is all about. Love. Three Crazy Kids says, what I love most is you're relatable. Y'all show real everyday struggles, and that majority of us can relate to. Oh, precious moments. They were a big deal back in the day. Thank you, man. You know, and that's important for us to just be us. Like, I can't keep up a facade or an image. I'm not here for all that. Like, you know what I'm saying. I'm so happy that you guys are here with us too, and enjoying it. And I mean, it's really you guys that keep us going. Like, it always helps when you don't feel alone. Like we have our own circle, and we might not be everybody's cup of tea, but we're proud of who we are. And then you guys just genuinely love us, and basically y'all in the same circle too. If it's like that connectability is dope. And so, I mean, I promise me and Melly can only be us. And I'm loving that what we're going through is so relatable, because that means that we can continue helping each other, whether it's giving each other positive energy or healing, or, you know what I'm saying? Or just, like I said, a sense of, we're not alone. And I'm not the only person feeling like this, and I know sometimes in the world it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like that we're alone. That's why I like this spot, bro. Like, it's just our little corner, bro. And there's going to be people that's going to come in here and try to mess that up, because people always try to mess up a good time. But that shows our, our moxie. That shows our determination. Like, listen, man, we're not here to make everybody, like, we would love to. Don't get me wrong. We would love to make everybody happy and change everybody's life. But we realize that, we can't. We're meant only for a handful of people, you know what I'm saying? For a certain kind of people or whatever. Like I said, we all find our own little circles, man. Salute to that, man, for real. But I appreciate you, Three Crazy. And once again, like the precious moments. Am I saying it right? The precious moments. I might be wrong, because I feel like precious moments is more of the what was that? They're like naked and stuff. They always talk about love is, standing outside in the rain with groceries or something. You and Mel are so cool. Thanks, Arlene. I keep trying to tell my kids that. Like, listen, guys, we're mad cool, bro. You should see the comments we get, but for whatever reason, our kids just, like, they don't want to see that shit. For whatever reason, they think they're cool. Really? Layla? Really? Layla? Really? You ain't see me? You ain't see your dad? I've been cool since 74, bro. Like, you just got cool. Shit. But honestly, guys, don't wear a mask. Don't fake who you are. I think if anything, like, we could just, be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be it. Own it. This is our, like I keep saying, this is our time in life. Be you. Do you. Be happy. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, that's the only objective. It's to be, man, my heart be breaking when I be hearing people in their struggles, and like, or have a rough a rough household, or man, I just feel like, oh man, I wish you guys would just have peace, because at the end of the day, man, that's all you guys really need. Like, don't get sidetracked with all the other shit, trying to be too successful, trying to have too much money. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one ever gets all that stuff. We're gonna die in debt. We're gonna die in struggle. We're gonna be blamed for shit we didn't do. Like, it's just, be happy. That's it. Every day, you go to bed, be happy. When you wake up, be happy. That's why sometimes you gotta stay away from that social media shit, especially when it's the first thing in the morning. Sometimes that could dictate how you feel. When, like, imagine you just wake up and all of a sudden you just see some drama shit. All of a sudden you pissed off for no reason. You don't even know why you pissed off. Giving the kids an attitude and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were like, Mom, I'm hungry. Like, what the fuck? I look like your maid. Like, damn, I just, like, I didn't mean that. I meant, good morning, baby. How you doing? You ready for a great day at school? Oh, shit. You will always be learning about things in life until you die. I love to learn. Exactly, Arlene. That's how we got to do it. Listen, I can't and don't want to keep up with the Joneses, but them Dollar Tree hauls that I can get behind. Y'all find the best decorations. I look forward to them. That's what's up. And that's our wifey. She's the brains of the operation. I'm just the brawn and shit. Joy's like, yes, just simple, right? Be happy. No matter what you're about to go through. Just be like, oh, not that important. There could be worse things that could be happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Arlene's like, hey, look, shut the fuck up. Show us again. Listen, you've been talking about this shit all day. So just recently, let me build it up a little bit, Arlene. Let me build it up. So just recently, I don't know to do the same thing. Like, listen, I'm a horror guy. I like horror movies. You know, especially the old school horror movies. I realized that I like more of the horror fantasy movies than the actual demonic possession movies. I prefer to stay away from the demon side of the horror genre. It's just too much for me. I don't want to deal with that. I like the slashers. You know what I'm saying? Like the Freddy Kruegers and the Jasons and the Chuckies. Like you got to watch out for somebody. Like I like those movies. And I'm also very into sci-fi. I love them alien movies and alien. I like those creature features. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my shit. So when I first started this Nika collection, it just started off as being a horror collection. And I didn't know that they had, an infinite idea or an infinite catalog of so many, but from Ninja Turtles to Ghostbusters to, as you can see, a bunch of stuff that I got, Bill and Ted's and Goonies. And it's just like, wait, all these movies and shit? Like, so originally it was just, I wanted to collect all my favorite horror movies, and then little by little, it was like, yo, I'm an 80s kind of guy. It would be cool if I had like a horror section, but I also had like an 80s section, because, I would love to have like Conan the Barbarian up here and Terminator and the Predator and, you know what I'm saying? And all these other movies that I came into, Gremlins and, I agree with you. I want more Alien Predator movies, bring back the horror to them, so much of the sci-fi aspect. It's just dope. It's like those creature features. And when they did that first Alien movie, it was more scary. The second movie was action. It started working. But then everything becomes like funny. That's how they ruined a lot of the horror movies. Like Freddy Krueger started off scary, and then all of a sudden he's just a one-line hit, same thing with like a Chucky or whatever. But I have a sweet spot for alien movies. One of my, like, as you can see right here, They Live. I don't know if you guys seen that. If you're old like me, you probably did see that. They Live with the old school wrestler, Roddy Piper. And if you put on these glasses, you can see that some people in the world that aren't human, they're actually aliens. And the aliens are here to like what they talk about right now with the Illuminati. Like the businesses just want you to sell, the TV is to try to brainwash you. You know what I'm saying? It was a great sci-fi movie. But one of my, the first Alien movie, when I saw that, man, that was like scary and shit. Like an alien movie, I was like, yo, that shit is different. But the one movie that always stood out to me it probably is the movie that made me a sci-fi lover, was the movie The Thing with a young Kurt Russell. I never saw the original, the black and white one, but with the young Kurt Russell, like the movie was a thriller, mystery, horror. It had everything. It was just like, yo, that movie right there just made me a lover to sci-fi. It really did. So anyway, it's like originally I just want to collect all these horror movies, and then it's like, you know what? I want to collect anything that means something to me, and I'm like, oh, when they had the Alien, I'm like, oh, I gotta get the Alien shit. Is there a new Jason movie out? I don't know if the new Jason movie is out, but I know the new Halloween movie is coming out. Halloween Kills. It's coming out. It's not out yet, but that's the one they're kind of like warming us back up with. And I guess it's the continuation of the older Jamie Lee Curtis. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the genre. But I feel like in order to get the new age kids, we need to go back to the horror aspect of it. Like, let's not let's not remake the movie. Let's just reinvent the characters. But let's make it so scary that people is just like that's what made Halloween scary, was just it could happen or whatever. Like you just felt like, you know what I mean? Like that's what we need to do. We need to bring it back to because I know a lot of times horror and comedy gets mixed in together. You gotta laugh, so that way you can get scared again. But then it's just too entwined. We need to have just more horror based, and you have subtle moments of calmness. I feel like when you watch a movie like that reinvented, there should be a panic level. Like if they're going to redo a Jason movie, through that whole movie, you need to have like anxiety. Like you need to feel like you're the camp counselor. You can't be watching this movie in predictability, you know, or like, oh, they're just remaking the first one. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, collecting these toys is just, I mean, I hate calling them toys. These action figures or these stills of life is just, to me, it's like watching a fish tank. You know, it's calming. It brings me back. There's talks about rebooting the Lost Boys. Not sure how I feel about that. 3Ks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just finished watching the Lost Boys the other day. That's the vampire one, right? With Corey Haim, and Corey Feldman, right? Keith Sutherland, right? Ill movie, especially back in the day. Like right now, I'm telling you right now, that movie does need to get remade. But it needs to get made in that same shit that we was just talking. Don't make it too funny. Like, what made that movie work in the first place when they first came out with it? Was it took you on? It was almost like watching the Goonies. It was an adventure, you know, and it worked for that time. It can't be an adventure this time. It needs to be just, you don't know what the hell's going on. Like you think you know what because once again, once you hear remake, you think you know what's going to happen. And to bring these characters back, they can't just be stupid carbon copies of themselves or like dumbed down versions of who they used to be. Like, I would love for them to remake that movie. If they can make it really intense. Like, I feel like it needs to be intense. But that would be dope, though. But I always don't know how to feel about any time they say remake because, like I said, they're usually going to butcher it. They usually do. But let's see. Let's see. When the world stood still was scary. See, that's another classic. The only thing I really enjoyed in Candyman is how they tied in the baby from the first. Yes, that's the one. I'm just partial to my 80s horror. I know, right? And I hope we could talk freely about the Candyman because I don't want to spoil it for too many people. I don't know if you guys saw it. Some people don't even care about it. Like, I don't care if you can tell me the spoilers. I'll still watch the movie and shit. But like my brother, you say anything about a movie he didn't see, you freaking break his heart and shit. Acting like you ruined the whole movie for him and shit. Like, really, bro? Really? You still don't know what they look like or was dressed like. You watched the freaking movie. I just told you about it. But I liked it that too. I enjoyed the new Candyman, but it wasn't a perfect movie. There were some mess ups. And I liked it. I liked it the way they tied in the kid too, and making him the baby was a crazy twist. You know, you're like, oh, it made it all make sense. Right? But there was a few things they never touched into that I felt like was important. Am I able to talk freely about these things, guys? Let me know. Because like I said, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who didn't see it. But if you guys don't care, then I'll just say what I about the movie real quick and we'll keep it moving. But as you can see, actually, I don't know if you could see, but right behind, and this is Kane from the first Alien movie. He's the one that actually gets the face hugger on him. He's the very first one that gets the alien pop out of his body and shit. But right behind him is Candyman. The original one, of course. The real Candyman. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, yo, Candyman was dope. Boom, I got him. It's like, yo. And I'm telling you, sometimes I'd be stressed out and I just look at my little wall right here and just be like, and it just gets me out of my mode. I'm either thinking about the movie or thinking about something funny that happened when I was a little kid, when we was watching the movie, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, bam, I'm back. Like, I love it. The Blah, also scary. I did not want any movies I was younger. The Blob. Wait, The Blob? Are we going that far? What up, Christine? What's Gucci? Rebooting The Lost Boys. New Jason movie. I've read all those. Hot Key. Fam, what up? What's Gucci? All right. So I'm not going to say nothing about the Candyman stuff yet, unless I get people saying they don't mind if I do talk about it. Once again, like I'm that kind of friend. I care about your feelings. But the reason why I'm bringing up all this horror stuff was in my town 2 days ago, we had a horror festival. And I went to it last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. I went to one 2 years ago, and that's when I was first collecting everything. So it was like precious to me, let's say, whatever, because it's where I first started getting a few of my collection was from this horror fest. And I didn't really know what to expect. I was with my boy Billy. He's another horror guy that loves stuff, except he's a super fan. I mean, he wants to go to these horror fests and meet like the actual actor, like who was Pinhead, and get his autograph and pay money for him to sign something and stuff like that. Like, I was like, damn, bro, you're a super fan. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love to go up there and be like, dude, you know, you played a hell of a character. I ain't got $65 to give him to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm poor. I'm still waiting for somebody to give me money and shit, to ask me about my problems and shit. I like horror. That actually makes you feel fear. You don't see that much now. Exactly. And I hate it because we're going to more possession fear. We're going to that area, you know, Annabelle and The Grudge, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to know about demonic shit. I don't want to be scared about that shit. I want to be scared of Michael Myers, a guy in a mask who's killing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, we need to remake these characters because these new age kids ain't gonna know who these characters are, and these characters are iconic. But we can't dumb them down. But we can't. It can't be funny. Like horror's in the genre of horror for a reason. Like, don't get me wrong. There's sometimes comedy and horror has a place together, but not all the time. Not with Michael Myers, not with a Freddy Krueger. Like, yo, when they remade that Freddy Krueger, I wanted to like that new movie. I wanted to like the remake so bad. But did you see him? It was like, did y'all see him? Like, it's fucked up, bro. We've been desensitized. What up, Phoenix? Yeah, but we're talking more about nostalgic, and I hate to say it, but that genre is. I remember being in the room with my parents, and we was having a family moment. We're all watching this horror movie together, and we're all scared together. Or, you know, of course, the parents weren't, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, the brother. It's just that moment. It's just that bringing you back. So we had the horror fest that was just there, and they had the dudes from Scream. They had the guy from Halloween. Jake the Snake Roberts was there, and amongst other actors from horrors too. Once again, I'm not a super fan like that, but you know what I did, right? I wanted to go there so I could find some collectibles. I mean, you could always go to Amazon, and once again, like once I found out what Nika was, I thought it was just horror. Then once I tapped into Nika and seen just the catalog they have, I was just really blown out. And I said, you know what? Man, I would love to do that. I would love to have a little collection, you know? So I found some stuff. It's always more precious to me. I guess precious is my new word of the day. Guys, precious is the word of the day. All right? Anytime you see something that you love, you know what? It's not great. It's not awesome. It's precious. Guys, I found some things that were so precious to me. Hold on, I'm grab a little sip. You have never felt fear until you have seen Friday the 13th when he popped his head up out the lake. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, this is what I've said this before, and I don't know why no one has ever done this before. Two things. One, I don't know why no one has ever recreated the candy room for kids' parties. And I know it was going totally opposite genre, but for like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like it blew my mind how no one has never just recreated the chocolate room for birthday parties. Like we got Chuck E. Cheese, we got Dave and Buster's, no chocolate room. No one was smart enough to be like, yo, let's recreate chocolate room. All we do is throw parties. We just put new candy out there, let the kids go crazy. I thought that was $1 million idea. And two, the second thing was, imagine every summer on Friday the 13th, you can go to an actual camp. We'll call that Camp Crystal Lake. And you have to actually try to survive a night being hunted by Jason. I would pay money for that, dude. A whole weekend at Camp Crystal Lake. The objective is not to die. $1 million idea. Who's going with me? What up, Blended? What up, Tracy? Squad up. I'm having a great Monday. Just finished school. That's why I came on here. I was like, yo, I'm feeling power charged. Just finished school, doing positive things. I got some gifts. I've been saving for you guys. I've had these gifts right here waiting to be put on my freaking collection for 2-3 days or something like that. I can't remember when it was. I said 2 days, so I'm going to stick with 2 days. And I'm going to share it with you guys. But right, guys, wouldn't that be great? Like, guys, from Friday to Sunday, we got to go camp out at Crystal Lake. And like when you first go there, everybody's all chilling. You don't know who the killer is. It's just like, yo, you get some you guys get all camp counselor shirts, and they tell you, listen, this is the weekend before the kids come. Some crazy backstory. Jason, blah blah blah, boom boom boom. And guys, don't die. If you die, you know, you go to some way far cabin out the way. But, you know, you get to, like, yo, that would be dope, bro. I don't know. I just thought that. But anywho, bring it back. I guess that's for me to make up one of these days. One of these days, it'll be, can you survive Camp Crystal Lake by your boy Kilo? Come through. $60 a head. That'll be dope. And maybe you could die. Spear in your back. Your head ripped off. Bear trap to the leg. Machete to the migraine. You know what I'm saying? Depending how the killer want to kill you. But anyway, they had the horror fest this year, and it was crazy. I went there last year or 2 years ago, and it was like kind of dead. This year, damn, that shit was crowded, real crowded, and I loved it because I'm all about the community now. This is my community, and this is bringing money into my business. I mean, not my business, to my community. I like that. Oh my gosh, I hate scary movies. Really? No, Tracy, come on. You didn't watch a scary movie with the right fella or the right homegirl. I don't know. You can't watch them because you be hella tripping. That's how Melly is. She's like, nope, not watching that. You crazy. And then if she sees just a little bit, it's like she's mad because now she has to watch the end. Like she has to make sure that motherfucker dies. I need to know how he dies. I need to see him dead. Like and then I'll be like falling asleep on her too. I'm like, babe, you want to watch this really scary movie? And she'll be like, you just say no. She'll be like, yeah, finally. And then I'm sleeping. And she's like, I gotta see him die. It's fucked up. Need to watch the cartoons right after. That's my daughter. Daddy, That's a great idea. You can make lots of money. Tara, you in? Let's do this. Let's make lots of money. Guys, can you survive Camp Crystal Lake? It'll only go on for every summer. We don't have to work in the wintertime. It just happens in the summer. Every other weekend, a new 8 people. We'll keep it small. 8 people. 8 to 10 people. If you live, you get a t-shirt that says, I lived a weekend at Camp Crystal Lake. If you don't die, you get a picture and you dead. What could be better than that? Nothing. That's what. But let me get focused here, because I was proud of these things. I was so proud. I said, I'm not gonna make a video of me opening these. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna open these. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to put them up today because I need stands, and I'm poor, and I don't have no money for stands. So I don't know how long they're gonna be in this box. But you know your boy don't like them in the box. I like to take them out because I was a kid. I need to touch them. I need to move them. I need to project my voice to them, at least for a second, to really make them mine. And while I'm doing that, guys, I want you guys to tell me who these guys are. If you guys know who these guys are, you get an extra star and an extra snack for tomorrow's lunch, just so you know, because I'll be impressed. These are my peoples right here. That's my anime shelf, just in case you guys are wondering. Wifey's mad at me, and she's gonna hate me because I need a new shelf because nothing else fits. I have too much stuff now. I never thought I would have that problem, but I haven't. I have it right now. Oh my god, guys! And the guy that sold me these things was so cool, bro. I don't know if I just caught him at the right time. Crazy, okay, crazy. You got the movie. That is the movie. But you could have Googled that for an extra snack. What's their names? But you're right. And you've already impressed me. Just so you know. Remember the Friday the 13th on NES? I know, right? It was whackadocious. But we loved it anyway, didn't we? We played it. And we co-signed it when we were like 8 years old. Like, this game is dope. Scary. Now, when you see it, you know they sell the Nika toy of him, right? He's all green. I didn't want it. I was like, nah, that's stupid. Who wants a green freaking Freddy on Netflix? Yo, let me tell you, every time I see it too, I'd be like, I can't stop singing it. Wifey hates it. I got to watch the whole thing again. It's one of my go-to animes. And I love that it's on Netflix. Because it's at this point that, you know how sometimes you just want something on for background noise? Like, you don't really want to watch it, but you need it for background noise. Like, if I want to look up and pay attention for a second, it's good. Just hearing it is good enough. Like, I'm at a point right now where that's like my background noise. Yes, I got Nika E.T. You do. Squad up. No shame. No shame. Level up. I ain't mad at you. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, they have everything. Who did not know E.T.? That's 80s. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, wouldn't it be dope to have an 80s section? And I remember at one time I was like, you know what would be dope? If I had E.T., right? And then I got him. Yo, you know what'd be dope? You guys remember that movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Wouldn't it be dope if they actually made that, dude? Now, I know this is 90s, but Ace Ventura? Like, Ace Man? Gremlins? Like, need I say more? Like, dude, really? Sorry, you're not supposed to see that. He's supposed to be up like this. That's the one hard thing about the Gremlins. They don't really stay up like they should. All right, buddy. Just lay down. Just lay down. You failed me already. He failed me already. Sorry about that. I remember at one time I'm like, Back to the Future. Sorry, big. I didn't mean that. Yo, my dude. Your boy went all out little by little, man. And I love the fact that these are like little treasures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I found this dude out of all the places in the world. Guess where I found that dude? The freaking consignment shop. Like, really? Like, the consignment shop? Really? My husband is like that with his fishing gear. Exactly. See, nonstop. Yo, because when you love something, like, and I think all men are collectors because it reminds us of our youth. No matter what it is. I bet you ask him why you collect those. I bet you first thing he'll tell you is, I used to go fishing with my dad or a grandfather. I bet you. It's always connected to a person or a place. And to us, and that's the funny thing. To everybody else, it's garbage. You're probably looking at his fishing stuff like dumb. Hey, $15? It's dumb. What is that? Stupid. But to him, it's a memory. It's a memory. Oh, let's go over here before I go down. Let me see. Because you know I'm all about Superman. But this side is probably more of my like my horror section. And I love it because little by little, started getting the squad up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Hellraiser, Creep Show, got Chucky. I want to collect all the little kids to put them all like that with the It. Some of those little kids are super expensive, bro. Not worth it. What's on this side? What's on this side? Oh, shit, man. Talking about Jason. And then you got Chucky in there. Then my top shelf. I know y'all saw the top shelf. My boy Bob Ross. Let's go. This is my fantasy section over here. That's McCready. I think it's McCready. McCready? No, not McCready. Who's this? Quint. This is Quint from Jaws. Then you got the Goonies. Oh, and I love that right there. The Terminator. The Terminator. And I got this little gremlin that just fell down too. I love the detail of these little toys, bro. Like, mouth can close too. His ears can move. You adjust them. Up, down. Pretty cool. Like I said, I love them. What is your favorite? Right now, and I'm not going to lie to you, I love them all. Like, when I see them, I'm like, oh my God. Like when I saw this dude, I was like, yo, for real? They got him. And it's just like it's dope just to have them all. You know, and it's hard to say, like, this one is my favorite. I have favorite characters. Like, out of the horror, I loved the Freddy. That's my favorite. He's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I love Michael J. Fox. I would love to have a Teen Wolf. Now, do they have a Teen Wolf one? I don't know, but wouldn't that be dope? I would love to have a Teen Wolf one. And that's exactly how it'd be. Like, just sitting here, man, for what reason? It just makes me happy. Yes, Goonies, my favorite movie. Who doesn't? I love it, right? And then seeing that's where it's like, yo, it makes you want to have all of them, but they don't have all of them. But that's how they get you, right? Like, oh man, I want all of them, bro. Did you see my guy from Little Monsters? Little Monsters. Wait. What's Little Monsters? Is that the one with Fred Savage as the kid? You like my setup? Thank you, Tracy. Your collection is awesome. Thank you so much. I can't wait to improve it more. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say one of my favorites, though, and it's probably because Lalo got it for me, would be that alien one right there. Like, Lalo got me that alien one. And it's from it's the actual Alien movie, the first one. So it came with the incubator thing, the face hugger, and the little alien. I got him right here. And the actual alien that pops out of him. And it was my Father's Day gift. So I think because of sentimental, that was one of the gifts that I didn't buy myself. Like, Lalo brought that for me. And I mean, that's my guy right there. I know I didn't show him off. I don't know if I can get it back up there. But Mr. Fragile up there himself. Where is he? Mr. Fragile, the Christmas Story, guys, right there on the probably your right-hand side, left-hand side. It's one of my favorite movies. Once again, too, for what? It just brings me back to my youth. You know, what is the first one that I ever got? Which one? The first one I ever got? That's a great question. I think to be honest with you, the very first ones that I got were actually Funko Pops. And it was Do I have it still? That was probably the second one. Let me see. I think in the beginning it was Cheech and Chong up there. I think that was one of the first ones I got, like Funko wise. But like for the start of the collection was the horror movie, and it was, who did I get? I think the actual first one I got was this guy, Mr. Leatherface. I'm gonna say it was Leatherface. I wish I could really remember, but I think it was Leatherface. And it was just like, even looking at him, like, oh, the detail, you know what I'm saying? Which one is your most expensive? I don't even know. The most expensive one is probably, so anytime it comes with two people, they're a little bit more money. I think that one was cheaper though, but I know one of these I spent like $70 for. I want to get Jigsaw, and it's Jigsaw with Billy, the little puppet. That joint's like $90 something. I didn't get it yet because it's $90, but I would love to. You got a full you got the full collection of Christmas Story, but in Funko Pop. Oh, that's dope. That is dope. See, and I like Funko Pop. There's so many of them, but they only have certain toys. Like with the Nika toys. Like I like Little Shop of Horrors, you know, and Audrey 2 is the villain. I would love to have a toy of that. They don't have it for Nika, but they did have it for Funko Pop. I liked it, Jeepers Creepers. I liked it, that character, the Jeeper or the Creeper or whatever. But yeah, I found Melly found out. Bye, Kilo. I had to sleep on the couch, babe. You know, I was really good this week. But the Creeper, I think I didn't have it as a Nika toy, but they did have it as a Funko Pop, which is right here. I'll show you real quick. What up, Kimberly? Squad up. What's Gucci? Yeah, it's dope, right? I love it. I love it. Like I said, sentimental, you know? There's always a story behind each one. But I really do love them all. It's like I got Ghostface. I got, like, I don't know. It's just mad cool. It's mad cool. What's your prized item in your collection? Do I have a prize collection? Do I have one toy? I don't know. I really don't know. Because you take any one of these things out, and I'm going to be mad heated. I'm going to be talking hella shit. You know? You know what, too? I think one of the first ones that I did buy was the Gremlins ones, too. It wasn't even horror. But I know I bought a bunch of horror joints. I can't remember which order, bro. But I love them all. Listen, honestly, I think the one that I really wanted the most was Ralphie from The Christmas Story. Like, if I really had to be like, out of all of them, like when I saw that, I was just like giddy as a little kid. Like, oh, yo, I would love for them to have a Willy Wonka one, but I bet you they don't. That'd be dope. If one went missing all of a sudden, would you notice? Hell yeah, because I look at this shit every day. Like, even when listen, sometimes these things fall down or whatever. I come in here and my brain automatically says, look. And I'd be looking, I'm like, how did I just know like something was messed up there? And I got them all kind of like in a certain section. Like there's a rhyme and reason behind them. You just saw the Ren and Stimpy? Yes, you did. You know what I'm saying? Little things that just mean something to me. But see, that's dope. See, exactly. Someone else will also see it and be like, yo. And it'll do exactly to them what it does to me. You know? Just bring you back. Make you feel like a little kid again. Who don't, you know, it's the best feeling. Who don't want to feel like a little kid? Well, I won't say a little kid, but you know what I mean? Like that feeling of just pure innocence. Like, I'm just happy, you know? But the guy that I brought these from, gave me a great deal. Like if I would have went anywhere else, I would have paid way more money than what I actually paid for it. And it's like, it was almost like I was robbing him. That's how I felt. Cause it's like, damn, you must not know how much I love this shit. Like, yo, the things that I'm getting, it's like I would have freaking tried to drop mad dough on it. And I'm just so grateful. It was a great event for my town. It brought so many people. Yo, listen, there were so many people in costume, from being all the iconics, whether it's Chucky, Jason, Michael Myers, Pinhead. There are people that were dressed up as, what's that cartoon? Silent Hill, those nurses with the straps in their face. Like, people walking around looking like zombies, like just chilling. Everybody's happy. This old lady walking around with a freaking Jaws like thing that she had made. It was dope, bro. There were stands of all those old school actors, and it made me think about that. Like, isn't it crazy? Because, like, I don't know, for me, like, when I see an actor in a movie, you swear, like, yo, he got it going on. Like, like, he's well off. He's taken care of. Pinhead, let's say the actor that did Pinhead, you'd be like, man, that guy probably got mad money and he's probably freaking in Las Vegas somewhere. And it's not the case. He's just this one individual guy that happened to get lucky in a row, that happened to blow up. No stardom. He's not famous. He don't live in LA. And he has to go to conventions for people to kind of make him feel the same way that we feel when we get these collections, like a kid again. Like, he's just this guy that I just played Pinhead 40 years ago. I mean, like 7 movies. But then there's all these other people coming up to you every day, like, man, yo, you really touched my life, or whatever story he probably hears. And it brings him back. It makes him humble again. Like, no. But it blew my mind, thinking they're so approachable and so close. Like, they're not an A-grade celebrity, not an impossible person. Like I said, just a lucky person, and they know it. And they're sitting here at your local convention, hoping that you come up to their table so they can, so they can support their family with it, and they're still riding that character. It was just fascinating to me. But it had independent people who illustrate and write their own novels and books, and you can walk up to these people and talk to them about, and everything is horror based. People having clothes with all different horror people on. It's just dope. It's really a cool thing to be a part of, But like I said, even for me, I'm treasure hunting. Like, all that other stuff don't really interest me. I would love to be able to give everybody time to feel special, but I'm here for one reason only. Looking for buried treasure. And I felt like I found a couple of items that I always wanted. Now, in my collection, I do have some Friday the 13th pieces. But if you notice, like, even right here, right with that guy, that's the remake. And, like, to me, he don't really count. I got him because he's one of my favorite characters, but he's the remake version. I want more of the actual original character. So on the other side, you saw I had 2 of them together. One of them is the iconic part 2 with the sack over his head, with the one eye popping out. And then the other one is part 4. I can't remember. But it was one of the parts that the actual killer wasn't even Jason. It was the which one is the one where the little kid is big now and he's like in that special camp, and in the beginning of the movie the dude gets mad at the chubbier dude eating the chocolate, and he like axes him in the top of the head and kills him? I think that's number 4, right? But at the end of the movie, you find out that it was that kid's dad who was dressing up like Jason Voorhees to cover up his tracks of killing the kids that basically murdered his son. So I felt technically I don't have a real Jason Voorhees. Like, I would love to have, like, to me, what, Friday the 13th part 1, Jason Voorhees wasn't even the enemy. It was the mom. I would love to have the mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like, she was the first killer before there was a Jason, But Jason 2, he has the sack on his head. It wasn't until Jason 3 where he started to get the hockey mask and his iconic look. It was almost like they were still figuring it out because you guys know he's like a remake version of Michael Myers, right? Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't let Jason know. He'll probably get pissed off. Shh. He's a knockoff version. Shh. Now, I don't know who's your favorite, Michael Myers or Jason, right? Because I like Jason. So technically, I don't have a true Jason Voorhees in my collection. Oh, before. A new beginning. I saw that. I was like, wait, what? That's really Jason. Look. Sorry for the glare, guys. But look, all the different masks. He's got the freaking worms coming out of his eyes when he first, and then it has the tombstone. I said, yo, I got to get that. That's dope. Make this bigger. What up, Cammy? What's Gucci? I'm just sharing my collection over here. Yo, that's dope. So now I finally have a real Jason Voorhees for the collection. I can't put him up yet because I don't have any stands. But what my idea is, what I want to do is I want to put him in the slot over there. So I'm going to take out the Jason who really isn't Jason and put him over here with the bootleg. Not the bootleg, but the remake Jason. So they'll be on that shelf right there. As soon as and it's funny too, because once I get these movies, it's like, once I get these memorabilia things, I instantly want to start watching the movie again. Then, from the same person, and yo, I would have bought this at FYE. I think that's what it's called. It'd have been like $40-something. Guess how much I paid for this at the place? $25. I said, wait, what? You said, I said, how much you want for that? He said 25. I said, you said, shh, don't, Kilo, he messed up. Don't even remind him. You said 25. Here you go, 25. Bam. Now this is a cool piece. I wonder if I show you guys like this, will you even know? Let's see. I'm about to test you guys right now. I'm about to test your knowledge. You ready for this? So like I said, now we have, which makes this special to me, is that now I have a real Jason Voorhees for the collection. So that was a score to me. This next item that I found is dope to me because I've seen it before and I'm like, yo, that's kind of dope. Although the movie, I really didn't care for the movie. But I don't want to say too much. I want to see if you guys can guess what I'm holding in my hand. All right, guys. Does this mean anything to you guys? Don't cheat. Don't start Googling this shit, guys. Don't be no cheaters. I'm just asking a real question. Does this sign and logo mean anything to you guys? Do 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 do. I'll show you the side as a hint. Do 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 do. Oh, but do do do. Leprechaun. You know what? That would be a great one to have in the collection too. I wonder if Nika makes a leprechaun. But no. But good try. Do Killer Leprechaun. I think Killer Leprechaun is the same as Leprechaun. Lucky Charms. Nope. Do 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 do. All right, quick little hint again. So this logo right here is actually to one of our iconic TV killers. It is possibly, I believe they tied it into this story, possibly the source of his power. Do 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 do. Boop. Better. Do. And I know, guys, and when I tell you, like, you don't know, right? But once I tell you, you're gonna know instantly, like, oh, really? I know what that is. You can't put your finger on it. Oh, Sam? Mm-mm. Do 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 boo boo. Does anybody remember this movie? Halloween Part 3. The only Halloween series that did not have Michael Myers in it. Instead, it had a killer business that was selling fraudulent masks that when they watched a certain television show, supposed to kill them all. Yeah, remember that? Have anybody seen this movie? If you haven't, it's Halloween. It's going to be a little boring, or a little outdated, I should say. But what they're trying to say is Michael Myers' mask is from this company. And why when he wears this mask, he has these supernatural abilities, like can get burnt and not die, get shot and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they tied this movie in. It's the only, she's like Leprechaun. It's the only Halloween movie that did not have Michael Myers in it. Instead, this movie was targeting the children. These are innocent children wearing innocent, so they think innocent silver shamrock novelties masks that they didn't know. And once they watched this television show, and it's a little TV, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes from the pumpkin to the shamrock sign. All of a sudden, if y'all don't see, you can see the masks. See how the worms are coming out of the masks all of a sudden? It was like a whole setup to kill the kids. They will all wear this mask and wear this show. And once they see the show, remember that? Remember that, Cammy? When I saw this, I was like, yo, these are the little kids. Yo. I saw this on Amazon for $96. Guess how much I paid for it? $50. I said, that's all you want for that? Give me that. I can't wait to crack that open and put it with my Michael Myers. Although it's weird how they're loosely connected. Because I believe on Halloween Part 3, they were trying to turn the series into like an anthology. Anthology, is that how they say that? Where it's just stories. And people didn't like it. It was like, nah, hell no, man. There ain't no goddamn Halloween, man. Where Michael Myers at? So that's why all of a sudden they came up with Michael Myers 4. They brought him back. And to this day, we're waiting for Halloween Kills. Dope find, bro. I couldn't believe it. I had to collect a lot of cans to buy that right there. Season of the Witch was the Halloween. Yes, it was. Season of the Witch. That's right. And sorry about that. Got the cool little logo with a little scary. But then they try to tie that into the whole Halloween series of saying, well, that's the same makers of Michael Myers' actual mask. And blah, 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 how he has the supernatural ability and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't watched that movie, I guess it's worth to watch just for the lore of it, you know? Nice finds. Thank you. I was mad psyched up. Then I found one more thing. Actually, finding that last thing is what made me buy the whole thing. Because I kept asking about all of them. Like, I'm like, all individual. Like, how much is that? Oh, that's a good price for that. How much is that? Oh, that's a good price for that. So how much is that? That's a good price for that. How much for all of them? And that's when the price got where it broke down to individually. This, I'll give you this for this. I'll give you this for this, and I'll give you this for this. And this last thing he gave me was like, to me, like I said, it was the cherry on top. Remember how I started off this live? You guys remember? I love the sci-fi movie. Do you remember which movie I was talking about really made me a fan of the sci-fi genre? Do you remember? Well, do you? What's your dollar limit on purchasing to add to your collection? Or should I say Millie's allowances? Well, honestly, I hate paying anything over $30. I don't want to pay more than that. You know, this was a special thing that was happening, and I was able to save money up because I knew I had a plan. I knew what to expect going there. So with these, I had time to kind of save money. But normally, like I have to, I don't know. Like normally, it's no, you don't get it, Kilo. No, you can't. You know. But every once in a while, it is okay to spoil yourself, and then that's when I splurge. And I feel like when you're going to splurge yourself, there shouldn't be a dollar amount, although there always is. I'm never gonna go over there and be like, I'm just going to spend $5,000 on myself because I earned it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when it's time to spoil yourself, like you should spoil yourself. There shouldn't be a limit, although there should be. There should always be a limit because I tell my kids to this day, too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing. You know, crazy like They Live, or the Kurt Russell one, The Thing. Ding, 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 ding. You got it right. When I saw this, I was excited because I saw it. I saw it on. I figured I could beat the system. I said to myself, I bet you if I go to anika.com, things would be cheaper. But when I got to Nika.com, I just was more confused and I didn't understand anything. I didn't know how to navigate or anything. And the couple things that they did show was things that I really didn't care about. But then they showed a thing that was coming out soon. And I'm like, I want that. That's my movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my movie. And it's with Kurt Russell. And I'm like, these certain actors are just like Kurt Russell is my guy. Like, have you guys ever see Big Trouble in Little China? Epic. Did you guys ever see, what is that shit? Overboard? With Goldie Hawn? Epic. Like, Kurt Russell is my guy. Have you guys ever seen Escape from New York? Like, Kurt Russell is my guy. I love Kurt Russell. Not home away anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, this is my guy. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, they got the McCready. McCready? From The Thing. It's like, coming soon. And I'm thinking it's coming soon. It's like months from now. I'm like, wow. I would really love to have that toy right there. I want that for the collection. Sure can't wait till it comes out. I said, can I see that? Yo. It don't look like Kurt Russell, but I know it's Kurt Russell. That's one of the things that stopped me from getting the they got the Karate Kid. But every time I look at him, I'm like, that don't look like Ralph Macchio, bro. But I had to get the McCready. It has all the stuff. As soon as I got this, I was like, baby. I was telling Angie, baby, I know what movie you're going to watch with me. The Thing. She hated it. And I felt bad for making her watch it with me. It took 2 days to watch it, though. We couldn't get past the dog part. Remember the dog part, guys? Right when the movie starts, the dude shooting at the dog, and she looks right at me and goes, if he kills that dog, I'm not watching this. And I'm like, all right, I ain't worried about it because I know he's not going to kill the dog. But the dog's going to kill more dogs. I didn't think it was going to hit her the way it hit her. Dad, I don't want to watch this. And I felt bad. I was like, go ahead, you can turn it off. But it's a real good movie. It's really good. So she went upstairs and watched cartoons, give her a kiss goodnight. And I watched it instead. And I still love it. Guys, how come? Listen, I'm telling you right now. To this day, if you watch the movie right now, the special effects is still top notch. The special effects will still get you. Like, it's not that cheesy yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and if they remade that movie now, it'd be all CGI and it would kind of lose its effectiveness. What a great movie, man. And it cracked me up when I was rewatching it because they see how they have like his accessories. And he got the bottle right there, drinking it. He got different hands and gloves. He got the glasses and the fire thing, like the actual props that he had in the movie. Look, he got the shotgun. You know, the only thing he's missing in here, which now that I'm thinking about it, makes me a little bit mad. He got the freaking corny hat. No flamethrower in there. Yes, good movie. Yes, great movie. Like I said, I just rewatched it the other day. One of my all-time favorite movies. To this day, the CGI, the special effects is still top-notch. So the next day, Angie's like, we can watch that movie if you want. I'm like, nah, I'm all right. Because, I actually finished watching it myself anyway. I'm like, nah, it's all right. I want to keep you innocent. That's what I told her. So I want to keep you innocent. I said, I'm all right. She's like, no, I'm serious. Let's watch it. I'm like, you sure? She got to the part where the dog face split open and started attacking the other dogs and stuff. But after that, then she watched the rest of it. And she did say it was a good movie. But she also said she didn't want to watch it again. So I don't know if I'm a good dad or a bad dad for doing that. But what a great movie. So, look, guys, those are my finds right there. Which means that I'm not going to be buying anything anytime soon. So I'm really happy what I've got. Now I just got to realign my my action figures and get them more. I want to get these guys out of the box and really have a section for them. And I want to move these guys around a little bit better and get them more tightly knitted together. But look what I did. Let's see. Should I turn the light off first? Let's turn the light off first. Hold on. Wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Smoke weed every day. Oh. Yeah, boy. Got the lights shining up. I've never seen Cujo. Get out of here. Listen, if you watch Cujo right now, it's mad boring. Like, when you watch it, like, why the hell were they scared of this stupid-ass dog? But back in those days, oh, my Lord. What a crazy-ass dog. That's what everybody was thinking. I don't want no St. Bernard. You like that, Tracy? Red light special, baby. Just something to add to the allure of everything. Look, it just makes it pop, right? Look, all the way up to the Giants, baby. I love it. I'm so stupid. I'm such a little kid. God damn it. That's what I'm saying, guys. It is okay. Listen, if you're doing all the right things all the freaking time, it is okay to spoil yourself. You deserve it. Your man might want to buy action figures. You might want to buy nails or hair. I wish I could buy hair. Let's talk about that. How come I can't freaking walk around freely talking about, yeah, I just brought this hair and not lose coolness? I mean, a woman could do that. A woman could be like, yeah, I'm about to switch my hair up real quick. And we're like, it's all good. Like, yeah, she's just going in there to switch her hair real fast. And then we're going to the beach. She's just going to put on her beach hair. But me, I can't be like, yo, I'm going to go upstairs and put my hair on without everybody like start chuckling and laughing and pointing. It's weird. Like, why is that? Like, why can't we be as free? Like, and you know what sucks about the difference between that? Like, I don't have hair. But you have hair and you're buying more hair to put over your hair. Like, why are you have hair? Why are you buying more hair to go on your hair? It's a slap to the face. But I can't be like, oh, wait, I want to go in the store. I want to buy me a new wig. Like, everybody like, excuse me? It's messed up, ain't it, Tracy? She's like, oh my God, Kilo, right? Double standards here, bro. Double standards. Sometimes I want to know what it feels like for the wind to blow through my hair. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be lost in thought. And my hair is like bouncing in my face and I don't even realize this shit. I'm just like, no, I got to wear hats and do-rags and pretend that's my hair. Like that's, because then no one looks at me weird. Because, you know, I'm just mad. I was just curious. I just had to get it off my chest. I'm tired of that shit. The laugh, though. Oh, man. One day, I'm going to have a hair collection. Like, soon as I get the okay, soon as there's enough people in here trying to encourage me, like, oh, Kilo, man, just do you, bro. Get hair, bro. Listen, bro, we support you, Kilo. We support you. I'm just waiting for enough people to say that. Babe, I hope you're ready for this. Because when I get here, I ain't going to know how to act. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to act a fool. First thing I'm doing is going by a brush. I'm going to comb my shit all day. Just a combing that shit. Trying to look like that Fabio guy. Like, what's your name? My name is Kilo. Fabio. If we don't look good, you don't look good. I just want to use shampoo one time. Just want to use a little drip of shampoo. You know what I'm saying? I want people to look at me when the shampoo bottle was wasted. Like, you're using too much. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they don't even look at me. They're like, we need shampoo? Oh. That's them. They're looking at other kids and then right over me. Shampoo? Oh. Don't want to hurt his feelings. Don't make eye contact. He knows he's bald. It's messed up, man. What made you cut the hair in the back? You know, I'm not going to lie to you, 3Ks of kids. Because anytime I see myself without my hair or without my do-rag or my hat on, I hate it. Okay. Melissa had just shared a video of me with the freaking backyard extravaganza. And all I kept seeing was my head. And it was disgusting. I'm going to tell you what made me cut my hair. Seeing it. It did not look as good as my mind told me it did. My mind said it shit look good. Rock that shit. Like this is like, yo, this is your good hair. Like, yo, my mind said this is good hair. And you need to let the world see it. Then I saw a recording that Melly was sharing with me, and I actually got to see what the back of my head looked like. I don't know why I was lying to myself. And that's exactly why I cut it. I cried that day. I'm not afraid to admit that because I'm a man. I cried that day because it was the realization that shit is ugly as hell back there. Like, the hair only grew this thick. And I swear to God, I was trying to have a tail like this long. It just looked like, it just didn't look right. It looked like a peepee head. I'm not going to lie, bro. From the back, it looked like a peepee head. And not an impressive peepee neither. Like, that's the sad part. It wasn't even impressive looking. It was just ill. Like, ill. Is that a shrivel of peepee out there? Like, no, that's just Kilo. He's not wearing his do-rag. Oh, Kilo, damn. Face forward. I'm looking great. Soon as you see the back of the head, is that a little peepee over there? Is that a peepee just walking over there? It's not good. So unfortunately, listen, I would love to let my hair grow back, but it's ugly. It's the truth. And no one ever told me. It was like I realized that I had a booger in my nose for like 8 days in a row. Like, because no one told me that it looked that bad. Sad, bro. One day, the world's going to change. And I'm going to be able to walk into a barber shop and walk out with an afro. Like, because usually you walk into a barber shop and take hair off. Like, there's going to be barbers that's going to be able to put hair on. Like, yeah, what you looking for? A high fade? No, I'm looking for an afro. I want an afro. And I heard you're the guy that could do it. Until then, hope you like your boy with a hat on. Or freshly shaven. Listen, because I'm going to tell you the truth of this too. I hate it. I've tried to get confidence with the freshly shaved head. But even when you see that on the camera, it's like, why is this bald man trying to hide the fact that he's bald? Like, doesn't he know that we all know? Beepy head. Yep. I'm sorry, Kilo. Rest in peace to your alfalfa hair. I know. I was showing my nephews was here the other day, and I was like, yo, I had hair, bro. I had to show them the pictures. I had so much hair. Oh, my God. It brought a tear to my eye because they laughed at me. They thought it was highly, highly hilarious. Extremely funny. Like, it's nothing worse than watching a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old kid laughing from the bottom of their soul, and they're just putting at your head. I love those kids so much. But guys, I'm just gonna get the beard. Actually, I don't even grow a good beard. I'm just glad I got Melly when I had something going for me. I had hair. I had the whole package. Now I got nothing. I'm glad she stuck with me. Girl, you said you do. You can't back out of it now. You ain't no I don't all of a sudden. Back in the day when I had hair. Yeah, that's back in the day. One day, somebody's going to want to hear those stories of how I had a comb in my pocket. And when you had to freshen up. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, they're the cutest. I love seeing them in vlogs. I love them too. They just give me so much energy. The youth, man. Salute to the youth. Whitney Houston was not lying when she said, the children are the future. That girl knew what she was talking about. Yes, she did. Well, on that note, guys, I had a great night. Thank you for allowing me to talk your ear off. I'm sorry they have no real drama to talk about. It was probably really boring. Who wants to hear about a grown man and his little toy fetish? Pretty weird. Who wants to hear him crying about back in the day when he had hair? But you did, and I appreciate you. So, guys, stay fly, stay Gucci, stay you. I'll see you soon. You don't know when, because I have the ability now to go live at any time. So what I should say. So stay tuned, because you never know when I'm knocking on your door with a head full of hair. All right, y'all. One love, all right? And hold pose. Peace.